well. He really knows when to switch it on and off. It's quite, generally he just plays pretty smart. And here we go, we're getting live with the first match of the winter season finale, dem0n versus matr0x, Group A. And off the start we are on matr0x. So I always, when I'm with someone who knows things about Quake, I always want to ask about the start spawns. What do you think about the start spawns here?
This is a start that has gone heavily in matr0x's favor, as you can see. So he did something a little different from normal there. I think a lot of players would have gone up the pad, got on a shotgun, and then went to the rocket launcher. Him going straight for the shaft there may have thrown dem0n off a bit.
What do you think as well? Because when you get put into this situation as a player, I mean, it's something I've experienced many times as well. You started a duel, and immediately you have no control. Let's say through bad luck with spawns or whatever, you've got no control to work with. We see a 2-0 scoreline for matr0x in the lead right now. Oh, dem0n's actually managing to get almost a nice engagement there. Managed to escape, do some damage quite efficiently. But how do you play these situations where you're really behind? You have to basically cower your way through the first opening moments of the game. Like, what is that like for you typically?
I think the test for the player in dem0n's position here is how well he recognizes the transitions that happen in the game. Okay, well they're fighting now, but the transition from dem0n being completely out of control, matr0x having an overpowering advantage, to dem0n being able to push in and they can play for an item. So depending upon whether matr0x has, say, 50 armor or 150 armor, dem0n has to decide whether he wants to throw frags away or build up slowly.
That's actually a very interesting distinction as well, like throwing frags away versus building up slowly. It's always quite a commitment, but let's, as we get into the game, we see a trap set up by dem0n there. He lands a couple of good rockets onto matr0x, forcing matr0x back through that choke point onto that yellow now. Going in for the kill, and dem0n straight with the reversal there of the momentum of the match, and he's going to manage to be able to pull together some level of control. But matr0x did get the red, but he's got no weapons at all, so he's going to have to get out of there as he picks up the plasmas and some shards as well. But still, without any weapons, dem0n I think is very aware of the fact and that he can exploit this, even though his stack is actually not super good right now. And here, dem0n actually going to go straight through onto matr0x with the LG, taking a lot of damage, and that grenade barely whipping past dem0n there, so just managed to stay alive. A rocket jump up, interception on the spawn of matr0x. This could turn out very badly. It does indeed, as matr0x gets the frag, the red, and maybe a little bit over ego from dem0n there, as he could have just gone down for the red.
Yeah, I mean, really nice trap, but just a little sloppy there. I don't think he, maybe he didn't have in mind how weak he was after that second kill.
I'm really worrying about my voice here. I can really feel it. I can feel the pain of vocal cords screaming in terror as I continue casting, and as matr0x here defending his grenades. And moving through to the upper areas now, you've got a red spotted there, but here comes dem0n as well. He likes the look of that one too, as matr0x backs away to the mega area, and he's getting kind of cut off here from the rest of the map. And I think dem0n's pretty aware of this positioning. Here comes dem0n though, and again, they've had a lot of little scuffles like that where no rockets really connect, but they both manage to escape with their lives. And so dem0n here comes in once again, and it's very back and forth. I mean, what do you make of this action so far? Both players have had opportunities at control, but they're both being pretty aggressive.
That was very aggressive there. That was a misread, I think, on matr0x's part. Most of the time this map, it seems like they've been trying to feel each other out a little bit. Neither of them have been too confident in pushing in a fight, so you've seen a lot of these scuffles where one of them goes for an item, the other one backs off quickly and goes for another item. But yeah, I don't know what happened there with matr0x. It seemed like he was a little overeager, like he maybe he misjudged dem0n by 150 hit points or so.
And dem0n here is actually looking for the first time in pretty solid control. It looks like he's got a decent bearing on the item times, or maybe not, as he arrives about 10 seconds too early for the mega. And right now matr0x is on a stack of just 50 armor, so
this is a decisive point here, I think, because if dem0n plays this right, he can get one of the yellows and cut matr0x off from the other one. matr0x is slow to get the upper yellow. I'm kind of surprised about that.
dem0n there with a bit of a rocket jump action there, trying to see if he can get any little surprise onto matr0x, get some damage. He knows matr0x has to be around the corner somewhere. He's pretty aware of that position, but it's coming to the point where he's got so much stack that he can start taking some big risks, as long as he doesn't leave any huge openings onto an item that's up, like everything's spawning now. As long as he picks away these items and then takes the time to try and go in for the hunt, go in for the kill, just commit fully, he should be able to pull the kill together. And I think it's something he has got to do soon, because matr0x is slowly building up, and a bit of damage there onto matr0x to control his stack a little bit as matr0x falls back down towards the mega area. So dem0n needs to find this frag soon. or else all this control is just going to waste. But matr0x has been someone who in the past has proven that he has ninja-like abilities to just survive, just be someone who can just disappear in a puff of smoke. As matr0x is just chilling at the mega still, and dem0n picking up even more armor. He's yet to make that decisive frag that will put him in the lead, that will just make his life, make him feel much more confident about this game. Once he has the lead and control, it's going to be matr0x that has to make the moves.
Yeah, it was a nice read by dem0n there, guessing that matr0x would go to the one place in the map without armor. But then I guess he maybe forgot the mega time. Maybe he thought matr0x wouldn't dare go for the mega.
So what would you think is either dem0n's mistake, or do you think playing it slow here is a mistake from dem0n, or what
so I think dem0n played it right up until he let the mega go away. I mean, he made exactly the right read. He guessed that matr0x would not go for any of the yellows or the reds, and instead go for the jump pad above the mega. But then, you know, he went to the other part of the map to go hunting, hoped that matr0x would decisively run away from the mega, and then gave it up. So now it's you know, it's still not an even battle, but it's no longer nearly as overpowered in dem0n's favor.
And matr0x is managing to kill a lot of time and really buy his way back into the game slowly, trying to be like, there was a very interesting engagement. matr0x being very clever about how he took that fight, trying to get. I mean, there's a little bit of risk involved, but it shows you how comfortable he is with his movement, with his tactical play here, as he manages to just survive ever longer and pick up more and more armor as he takes away those shards. He's got a time on the mega too, as you said. You know, he let that dem0n let that one slip, so matr0x at least has the time there, which is always an invaluable thing to have when out of control. The item times, even if you can't take them, tells you a lot, gives you a lot of information about how to make decisions. This matr0x is still just hiding, just chilling. Still a 3-3 scoreline, and dem0n with overwhelming control is yet to breach the barrier.
dem0n's got to push in, I think. He's got all the items coming up again. If he can do a little damage now and then get another item cycle, he'll be pretty unstoppable here.
Here we go, dem0n could catch him right here. Some rockets flying around there, red up on the spot, mega up on the spot as well. matr0x has a few options here, as dem0n just not managing to make it happen yet, but here is matr0x committing to the red finally, so now dem0n could really be looking at a frag. He's got so much damage coming out from the LG from above. matr0x through the teleporter, more damage, more and more, and there is the frag finally after about 4 minutes of control. dem0n manages to take the lead, and matr0x now on his own map, his home map. Lost World is looking like maybe he's going to lose it, and unless he can break dem0n's control, but he's going to have to start making aggressive plays, and maybe, you know, like you said before, you know, with that LG engagement, he did quite a lot of damage. Could give him a good follow-up, and again, like as you said before, is he hitting that territory where playing it slow is, you know, no longer viable, and you have to start taking the risks?
Yeah, I just hope dem0n realizes that he's not too healthy right now. One rocket can set him down quite a bit. Ooh, there it is.
Very close. matr0x just away with 2 health there as he replenishes all that, and dem0n got some good read on his positioning there. As dem0n now just backing away once more, just protecting the lead. He's got 3 frags in the lead now. He's got the item times, he's got control. He really has no cares, no worries in the world right now. matr0x would have to do a lot of crazy stuff to actually come back into this one, and he's got a minute and a half left to do it. And I guess, you know, if you make the first kill, the spawn frags can follow, so it's definitely possible. But dem0n is no fool as he hangs up on the bridge above, picks up another kill and the mega as well, so it's looking very comfortable for him. And matr0x's aggressive moves, his chances for a follow-up didn't really come through for him. dem0n, yep, dem0n definitely looking like he's going to be the victor here. Some good rockets going to clinch this one. A minute remaining now, so yeah, dem0n winning this. Can you make any insights as to the form of dem0n, or, you know, is there any comments you want to have about this particular map that you just saw?
I mean, he played a little conservative, I think, but it was a well-deserved win. He got all his kills very cleanly, and I say it just came down to him keeping very good control and making some good reads. There was also maybe a misstep by matr0x at a key point that put the score at 4-3 in dem0n's favor when matr0x decided to go for the red armor when he had about 100 health, 0 armor left. While it was open, while dem0n was kind of in the area. And I feel like matr0x was thinking, alright, well, I'm really weak right now. If I run away to the rest of the map, dem0n will have time to get the red and both yellows and cut me off. So I kind of need to make like a daring play right now to make myself more even. And it almost actually worked in his favor. If he had gotten out a bit more cleanly and not taken as much shaft damage, I think he could have possibly made it an equal battle somewhere else in the map, but dem0n hit him just too much with the shaft when he was trying to escape the red. So.
Yeah, definitely some great play from dem0n, showing a lot of form. I mean, dem0n's been someone that's been around for like a decade in Quake. He's been here forever. He was a CTF player originally, and he's someone that actually started to become a really good jeweler in the last, I guess, last year or so, but more specifically the last 20 Sunday Cups, last 20 weeks or so that we've had Sunday Cups. dem0n's just started, his level just improved. He became this contender for any top title, and that was really quite a rarity that you see someone new that's been around for a while just suddenly find the magic, find that way to break through that wall that allows them to be someone that can win a tournament. And I mean, winning a tournament is a skill in of itself, because there have been so many players in the past that have that tournament winning caliber, but they don't have that tournament winning, I don't know what it is, that special something. Like, for example, one of the players I always think about that I think everyone will agree is incredibly talented, an amazing player, is Fox. And and he didn't win as many tournaments as you would have expected for the sheer quality of a player that he was. So there is definitely a special something about that, and it's I don't know what it is, whether it's mindset or what it is. And I think it's probably an accumulation of a lot of things. Do you have any insights on what makes just a champion a winner?
Just the few times I've watched dem0n lately, it seems like he's a bit more confident and patient in his play. To put it in a nutshell. But yeah, I guess we'll see more right now.
And here we go, map number 2 between dem0n and matr0x at Group A. It's the first game of the day. If you just joined us, it is the winter season finale, and dem0n and matr0x here are battling out. It's match point on Furious Heights here for dem0n, as he did just win Lost Worlds. In a pretty close game, but right here he's trying to... He's getting locked out actually of the red area by matr0x. matr0x being very aggressive with the rockets, pushing him all the way back, and he's falling back towards the yellow rail area right now. Red's coming up soon, so you'd expect matr0x to be there for the defense. Can he set up in time? It looks like he's got himself on the right side of the choke point. Even going to come in from above though, and matr0x with another really good start.
That's a start I haven't seen too often in this map. The guy getting the mega and the red.
Yeah, yeah, it's a good one to have. matr0x getting the best start on Lost World in the previous game as well. So he's really winning it out on the start spawns at the moment, and
he's given dem0n an interesting window here. He had about 10 seconds when he could have contested the red, I think.
But unfortunately, dem0n not able to, and that is the skill too, reading the stacks constantly altering how you make the decisions in this game. And matr0x actually falling back here, dem0n winning himself a mega health there to get himself back into the game, and matr0x, despite having such a strong start, wasn't able to convert it into any kind of a frag advantage, and now he finds himself on the back foot as dem0n is running around 200 pretty much, stacked to the teeth, and dem0n can just do any kind of shenanigans to try and make the frag happen now. He's got such a good stack, but judging from what we saw previously, one would expect him to take it a little bit slow, and it's still early days. There's no reason to take risks.
So matr0x knows dem0n delayed the red, and dem0n has a decisive stack advantage here, so matr0x can't really push the mega. So I don't know, will matr0x try to set a trap on the way to the red? Nope.
Nice roll there from dem0n. matr0x coming down straight onto the red, picked it up mid-fight. This could be pretty huge. He does quite a bit of damage, and even despite stealing that red, he wasn't able... Like, dem0n is still pretty healthy, and so matr0x not getting the most out of that, and that's, you know, a common strategy as well. You know, if you're at a stack deficit, and you have those item times like we were talking about before. If you can drop for the fight and take the item mid-fight, that changes a lot for your chances. But dem0n is just he's so resilient to the attacks, the aggression of matr0x here, as matr0x tries a move after move, but it's just being shut down by dem0n, and matr0x says wrong game in the chat. I don't know what he even means there, but it looks like he's not too happy.
He's playing the wrong game.
Maybe he thinks dem0n's playing Sheep Mania or something weird, I don't know.
Maybe matr0x thinks he's playing CTF.
But dem0n's looking pretty damn good right now, and I think it does stand out, his patience right now. He's got quite patient demeanor, one filled with confidence, an aura of confidence for sure, coming from dem0n. As we also, I think we're basically going to go to 3 dem0n games, because dem0n is strapped for time. He needed to get all of his games out of the way with as soon as possible, so he could play all the games today. And so we'll have dem0n versus Guard after this, and then dem0n versus Cooler after that. So I think dem0n versus Cooler will be immensely interesting. I think dem0n versus Guard will be immensely interesting. I mean, all these players have won Sunday Cups. The only one that hasn't won a Sunday Cup in the entire field is Twister, I believe. So that's going to be very interesting to see. But 10-0 scoreline, not even 4 minutes into the game against a player of the caliber of matr0x is very surprising. This is, however, dem0n's map pick, and he has in the past done some incredible results. But here come a lot of good rockets work from matr0x there, as he does do a lot of damage, but all the items are spawning. They're all coming up for dem0n, so he's just not sweating it at all. No threatening for dem0n. And look at his aim. He's at that point. He's hit that point where it doesn't matter what the other guy does. He just hits his shots. He just hits those rails, even though they just don't make any sense to use rail or to hit it in that moment. He would just hit it, and that's just the hallmark of confidence for a player in the zone. And so maybe it's going to really benefit dem0n the fact that he's got now all of his games back to back. He gets to really take this momentum into every single game.
From what you've seen of dem0n lately, do you feel that he's more of a player who wins by a lot when he wins?
No, I don't think so actually. I feel like he's also someone that can really hold on in a very tight game where things are very, very tense and everything comes down to one mistake. dem0n has shown that he's got the mettle, the kind of composure to deal with those situations too, and we've seen players taking him to games like that, and he seems to be well tested and well versed in such situations. But a little bit of extra information about dem0n: he is someone who does really enjoy and does perform very well on the faster maps as well, and that's typically where he, what his bread and butter would be considered. He was quite a propagator of the play on Hectic, in fact, and that's one of the maps that he usually picks too. I guess his results in this map have been very good in the past, and that's why he picked this one against matr0x. And matr0x, I think, matr0x I think removed Hectic, so that would explain it also. But dem0n definitely looking at the Hectics and the Aerowalks to really make his mark. But again, he's had some amazing games here on Furious Heights. 14-1 scoreline with 5 minutes left, and I think this is what you kind of call garbage time unless matr0x does something special.
Well, he's got half the game. That's one way to look at it. Yeah.
It's not a OSP, and you don't have 15 minutes to play though. Yeah. 13 frags against dem0n, and a dem0n that's hitting everything. He's hitting 66% rail right now. He's hit 8 of 12 rails. He's hitting pretty much everything against matr0x, and matr0x has hit 25% rails. So that's not very impressive. Not very impressive at all. Maybe dem0n can make some frags for the next top 5. Or rather, the next top 5 in fact will be the winter season highlight movie. So this can be a full-blown, proper, awesome movie for that. For all the best frags from all the Sunday Cups, everything. It's going to go in one movie, which we'll release, which is going to be awesome. Really looking forward to that. So being someone that's when I try to think of your activity in this game, I sometimes get a little bit confused because you've been around very intermittently. So, and Furious Heights is a Quake Live map, but you haven't really played Quake Live competitively necessarily, seriously at any point, or have you?
In varying degrees. Depends on your definition, maybe.
So what would you say about Furious Heights as a map or anything like that? If you have an opinion on this map?
It's a great map, I think.
It does seem to be of the Quake Live generation, because of course we have all these maps that have come from the past, like DM6 at Campgrounds, we have Aerowalk, we have Blood Run, all these maps, but they were really, their reputation and the prestige of those maps was built from a decade ago almost, or actually a decade ago, and for all of them in fact. And this seems like one of those maps that has broken through, and people really, really feel that it's a very awesome map, very well balanced, produces really good games, and everyone really respects it. But it's just a pretty new map. It's just its birth was in Quake Live, so it's quite a new map from the Quake perspective. But of course, talking about map pool and so on, we do have Silence also in the map pool. We don't have Toxicity. We have Campgrounds instead.
You said don't, okay.
So, and I'm still looking for a moment. I want to see a moment today that's like the Lexa Chaotix moment on Campgrounds. I want to see something like that. because there's not many moments like that in the history of
No,
Quake.
you need someone to really want to win.
And then dem0n just hitting all of his rails again, still over 60%, and just surviving with 1 point of health. And if he can, okay, but he's going to get the next frag with just a 1 point of health. But no, dem0n running around with a minute and a half left, 23 to 1, just aiming.
So how do you think matr0x's play today compares to what you've seen from him?
matr0x can be somewhat inconsistent, but he's a player that, I mean, can beat anyone. Like he's absolutely smashed Evil before. Like he's got an incredible movement, he's got incredible aim, his decision making is really good. He just has that inconsistency to him, and that's his main issue. And I'm not sure exactly what the reason is behind it, but it is there, and we've seen it quite a lot. And I guess it's one of those players where he really needs it to be his day. But he's an amazing player though, and of course he's got a wealth of history behind him as well. We see more engagements. I'm going to try as much to preserve my voice as laryngitis does me no favours as a commentator. How are you feeling?
Good.
Feeling good?
Wonderful.
Okay, jet lag not attacking you yet. Okay.
Not at all.
You can't admit that it's winning. You have to stay
What's
strong.
that?
You have to keep of the mindset that you can't admit to yourself that the jet lag is affecting you is winning.
Yeah. And then it's a marathon today as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing I noticed from matr0x this map and last map is just that sometimes he seemed to severely misjudge his stack relative to dem0n's. Maybe the decisive frag on this was one push at red where he had about 200 hit points less than what he should have had to push.
So that was that. I mean, 28 to 1. I'm not sure if we've even actually seen the scoreline that high, especially between players of these calibers. So we're going to go to a quick little break, guys. And that was the first game of Group A. dem0n pretty much just destroying matr0x there, showing some amazing form. Stuff looking really nice for dem0n. He's hitting his shots, and stuff not looking so good for matr0x. Hopefully he can pull himself together, but we'll go for a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have dem0n versus Guard as the next game. So don't go anywhere, guys.